Hi, I'm Rex Osborn, the President and CEO of More Than Talk LLC, and we are the parent company for California and USA Safe Schools. I was sharing with our advisors earlier that there's been a report that's come out that there's an increase in awareness through student threat assessment teams about what's going on in campuses. What we found out that there are more and more people telling the school and others that a threat is possible, which is great, except for we're finding the schools don't have a threat assessment process or a team in place. Now, when you think about how these threats get to the schools, it's kind of interesting. 35% of all the threats that happen or delivered to a school are done through a social media, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it might be. It comes through a social media, and then many times it's either observed or a third party tells the school. 18% of all the threats that are developed that allegedly will take place in the school come through the police department. Of those 18%, it really won't tell us how, but it's probably a Crime Stoppers or a tip line or something along those lines, or maybe through a school resource officer's intelligence, whatever it might be, but only 18%. 15% of all the information about threats at schools comes from graffiti in bathrooms, believe it or not. 11% come through the phone, and a lot of those 11% are phoned-in type bomb-type threats. Verbal threats make up 10% of the threats that come. So that's a verbal threat where it's actually heard and observed. And then finally 9%, the balance of the 100, 9% is found with a note somehow in school. And sometimes that's like a hit list or whatever it might be that you hear so often. Regardless of how the threat is brought about, we want to remind people that you have to have a threat assessment team. You have to have someone that will work on this. A knee-jerk reaction does do no good for the student. It doesn't do anything good for the population. Weld County in Colorado just today, which is the 16th of May, found that they had 3 to 5 students per classroom show up for school because of social media thing saying they were going to have a threat at campus. It didn't come from the school, it came from students themselves. The police did arrest some kids that were making the threats, but still the thought of it is that you have to have a team and you have to be able to respond to direct or indirect threats. Well, to learn more about that, go to our face page, which is CA Safe Schools, or contact me at More Than Talk LLC. Thanks. Have a good day.